Do you have a treasure trove of fabric scraps tucked away, remnants from old projects or clothing, and wonder how to give them a new life? Making a simple patchwork fabric scrap quilt is a delightful way to transform those small pieces into something beautiful and useful. It involves cutting your fabric scraps into uniform shapes, arranging them into a pattern, sewing them together to create a quilt top, then layering this with batting and a backing fabric, and finally stitching it all together to form a cozy blanket. The fundamental principle behind a successful patchwork quilt is consistency in your pieces and seams. When all your fabric squares or rectangles are cut to the same size and sewn with a consistent seam allowance, they fit together perfectly, like a puzzle. This precision ensures your quilt lays flat and strong, showcasing the unique story of each fabric scrap while creating a cohesive new textile. To begin, gather all your fabric scraps and wash and press them thoroughly. Next, choose a simple quilt block pattern, such as a basic square or rectangle, which is perfect for beginners. Using a rotary cutter and a clear ruler, carefully cut all your prepared scraps into uniform pieces, perhaps 5-inch by 5-inch squares or 6-inch by 3-inch rectangles. Accuracy in cutting is key here. Once cut, arrange your pieces on a flat surface to visualize your quilt top design. Experiment with different color and pattern combinations until you are happy with the layout. Start sewing your individual fabric pieces together, forming rows. A 1/4-inch seam allowance is standard in quilting, so aim for this measurement consistently. After sewing each seam, press it flat, either open or to one side, which helps reduce bulk and keeps your quilt top neat. Once all your rows are sewn, join the rows together, again pressing your seams carefully. Now you have your quilt top. Layer your quilt backing fabric face down, then place your batting on top, and finally your quilt top right side up. Smooth out any wrinkles and secure the layers together with basting spray or safety pins, working from the center outwards. For quilting, simple straight lines or a method called stitch in the ditch, which means stitching along existing seam lines, works wonderfully for a beginner. This secures all 3 layers together. Finally, trim the excess batting and backing fabric, and bind the edges of your quilt with a continuous strip of fabric. This not only finishes the raw edges neatly but also adds a decorative frame to your unique creation. You can easily find pre-made binding strips at fabric stores or make your own from a coordinating fabric scrap. This process of transforming discarded fabric into a cherished quilt offers a wonderful sense of accomplishment and sustainability. By following these steps, you not only create a personalized, one-of-a-kind item for your home or as a thoughtful gift, but you also give new purpose to fabrics that might otherwise be forgotten, truly celebrating resourcefulness and creativity.